I got to tell you, I just got a chance to watch it. It was day before yesterday, and I was seriously blown away, man, because I think we talked last time, but it was a journey just to get here.
Save this planet. Create the world that we were promised as sanctuary borns.
The world that was can become the world that will be.
How
Oh,
are you?
Darrell, we matchy today,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Wow, I would have dyed my beard if I had known. I'd have grown a little bit of hair. I can grow hair, Terrell. You ain't the only one.
It's Mr. Gary Anthony Williams. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, Mr. Terrell Royce. I'm doing
Look,
very good, man.
I'm glad we get to do this again. We talked briefly in about season two,
Yeah.
and here we are for the third and final season, the conclusion of the books. How is it for you so far? Just putting
I,
this chapter to a close.
I'm ticked off at that word final, first of all.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I just got a chance to watch it. It was day before yesterday. And I was seriously blown away, man, because I think we talked last time, but it was a journey just to get here. I will say, out of all the animation I have done, this has been the most redirecting, finding a new voice. Like the way Rovender sounds now is not how he sounded at the very beginning of the season. And just finding all those emotional connections, like between Rovender and Eva or Otto, like all those relationships. So to see that coming to an end is crazy to me. But I watched the episodes, and I immediately, as soon as the final credits run, I immediately got on the phone and got in touch with Tony, the creator. It's like, dude, you better be happy with what you've done, because this thing looks great, man. It touches all the right emotional notes. That message of, there's no them, only us. Like, that message is a needed message in the world, and in general in life. Like, there's one big ball that we're all living on. Let's find a way to get together on this. It's great. It's great.
The story touches on so many different points of, like you said, found family and,
Yeah.
inclusion. It's so many different things that this little story and the animation is like you said, so well done.
It's so beautiful. I don't know. It's definitely kicked up since season one and season two. Even, like, it is so beautiful, and it opens up so well. I can't give too much away, but I guess you could just do the Wizard of Oz thing when she opens the door and then there's a world of color outside. Like, those moments in this when it's like, oh wow, I want to go there. I want to swim in the air with whales. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, man.
Planet is dangerous. Have you had the opportunity? I know majority of the time you guys record your stuff like separately, but to kind of like meet your other castmates, has that like improved, like changed the relationship of how you record Rovender? If you meeting the other castmates and interacting with them.
Here's the crazy part. Like you said, most of it, I was going to record this outside of my home booth today, but there's construction everywhere. So most of those episodes, except maybe one, was right here in this booth with Bob Sganaway, producer, helping me just emotionally connect to the other people that I never get to see. The biggest thing that really made a difference with me, two things. One is, I always, when there's any emotional moments, if the other actor has recorded before, I was like, play me some of that, because I want to be in that world where they are. And the second one was, I was touring with Whose Line Is It Anyway, and I stopped off where the creator of this, the guy who wrote the books, lives, Tony. And we hooked up and had dinner together and just really got to know each other and talk about this world and just talk.
Yeah.
And like, getting that greater understanding from him was the best thing in the world, because we went through so many iterations of what does Rovender sound like, and I wanted to see picture, how does he move, like, so I want to know all of that stuff for this guy, because it was a journey just landing where we landed. But meeting Tony was definitely connected all the dots for me, for sure.
Now I ask you this. With everything that you've done so far,
Yeah.
and not to say that you've gotten a big head or where you are,
Yeah, I
but
have a very large head.
with everything that you've done so far, do you still feel like with the notoriety that you have, that you feel like you I want to say done enough, but you feel like if this was your last, you know what I mean? You feel like okay, I really put an impact on the world. A lot of people have been touched by, my, not just my voice acting, but my acting, but everything which you've done as a person. Do you feel like you feel like you are where you need to be with them?
No. I can't stop. I won't stop.
Yeah.
I've already have a plan for whenever I die to have a microphone put in the booth, put in my death booth with me. Man, I have the fortune, and I do consider it being fortunate to be able to do what I really enjoy doing. And for that, I never want to stop. There's not a day when it's not exciting for the possibilities to create, to find somebody's beautiful words like they did in this and help bring them to life. One of my favorite voiceover friends, I have a lot of good buddies in voiceover, but Maurice LaMarche, I don't know if you know him. He was the brain of Pinky and the Brain. He does a lot of work, but his thing is always, how do I help you make this better? Like, that's all he thinks about when he records. Like, how do I help you make this better? So anytime I get a chance to help somebody see the reality of their project and put my spin on it and get to play in their world, that's great. So first of all, no, I hate the fact that this is called the final season.
Yeah.
And definitely I never feel like I've done enough. I can't imagine that day. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I got to do more, but I've never imagined I've done enough. I always feel like I need to create something every day, whether that's drawing or playing around, or for Halloween, creating creatures that are in my front yard. I always feel like I want to create and I need to create. So no,
Well, look,
I can't imagine that I have enough day.
let's talk to Tony and get you that Rovender spinoff.
I know, man. I know. I will. I don't know that. There's no Rovender without Eva. That's for sure. I mean,
Absolutely.
they built each other up. It's like those puzzle pieces, giving each other exactly what they need to keep their journey going. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Gary, for doing this interview with me for a second time. I really appreciate this.
Thank
It's
you,
always
brother.
great energy.
I'm glad we matched colors, bro.
I know, right?
Did it. Oh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.